Welcome to Catfish Weekly, presented by Catfish Clothing, along with the Dr. Tim Lang. I'm Lyle Stokes, and welcome to the show. Doc, we're going to have Cindy spinning the prize wheel. We got Kris Flores on. We got everything happening tonight.
Yep, we got Doc's tip, and it's a good one tonight.
I can't wait for that. It's been pretty nice weather in Missouri. We finally got a little rain. I didn't have to mow the yard but one time last week.
I mowed twice. We didn't get as much rain here the last couple of days as what we have been getting. But it's 77 today, really nice.
Yeah, it was too early to be that hot. Are the fish coming off the nest over in your area yet?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it. I didn't get anything back from Vince on his tournament, but I know the Ohio Hills had some those guys caught some flatheads.
Awesome.
But they didn't send me the results, so I don't have those results either.
Right. I didn't get any results this week. Now, I did get a message from a guy, actually a phone call from a gentleman from Iowa today, said that he caught several flatheads last weekend, and they was full of eggs yet, so they haven't even went on in Iowa yet, at least the area in Iowa that he's at. So the blues should be raring to go in our neck of the woods. I've seen some pictures on from some of the guys in St. Louis today. Look like they had some great fish, so I'm thinking it's going to be game on here pretty quick.
Yeah. So, and today is National Catfish Day.
That's right. Man, they've been really throwing the pictures up, too. I've been enjoying that every chance I got to take a look at it, and really good job, everybody.
Yep.
It looks like we got a full house in chat tonight, Doc. I see RigRap's in there, Country Girl Fishing, Catitude Adjuster, Whisker Sticks, LED Lights, Dustin Fall, Get Slime Catfishing, Dieter Melhorn is in there. There's Muddy River Catfishing, Sonny Parker, Catfish Bill, Glenn Shue, Cliff Miller, Junior Proctor. Man, they got a bunch of them in there tonight. So we're going to have a great time. And without further ado, welcome to Catfish Weekly, Kris Flores.
Thank you guys for having me again.
Hey, dude, I'm guessing it's probably not 77 degrees in New Mexico.
Oh, I think it was 105 today.
Oh, man.
No, it's like when we talked to them guys up north, when we got Luke and Jacob and them on, and they're talking about it being minus 20 and stuff like that. They can have that, and you can have that 105.
I wouldn't even know what to do with a minus 20 degrees. I think the coldest I've ever seen it here in New Mexico in my whole life, it got down to 9 degrees one time, and everybody's pipes froze and burst, and people were having fist fights at Lowe's and Home Depot for 20-cent pieces of plumbing. It was crazy.
I'll bet it was.
Yeah.
I'll bet it was. Man, that's just nuts. Yeah, you guys, for a normal winter down there, what, 40s, 50s?
Oh, yeah, easy. Yeah, it'll drop down to the 40s, and then in the daytime it's in the 60s, and it's real nice, real mild winters.
I wouldn't mind that in the wintertime, but that 105, 106 degree stuff during the day, I never will forget, Kris. We fished a tournament. We had a tournament. It's been probably 10 or 12 years ago now, and at weigh-in it was 107 degrees, and that's the hottest tournament, and we didn't fish it. We just was running it, and it's the hottest one I'd ever been involved with. And John Nordyke come in, and he had 3 small fish, but he wasn't very far away from the ramp and didn't make it back with them live, and he was looking for people to give them to. And the guy that actually won the tournament, he got so hot fishing by himself that he got out of the boat, parked it on a sandbar, got out and laid underneath the boat in the shade just to cool off. And when he got back, he was an older gentleman, and I was worried about him. We just don't have that very often here.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I experienced the humidity, I think, for the first time when I was out there in Memphis. And I tell you what, they can have that humidity. Over here, it's a dry heat. And the best way I describe it is like, if your woman's making cookies and you open that oven and that heat hits you, it's that kind of heat.
Yep.
It's hot, but you're not sweating. I mean, you can get in the shade and cool off, you know.
Absolutely. Thank you, Catfish Clothing. We appreciate it. Lee Reed, we could use a little water down here, but not too much now. We're bank full too. But I know that the Missouri is coming up. Doc, did you see the big tournament that's coming up in over in, what is it, Nebraska? St. Joe, Missouri.
No, I haven't even been on.
Big payout. Got a chance of winning a new Chevy pickup.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Catch, what is it, 225 pounds? Anybody catches 225 pounds? New Chevy pickup. And plus 12,000 to win. They're paying the top 12 places, and I think 12th place pays $400. So pretty good payout on that one. I'm kind of anxious about it. I'm hoping to get everything lined out to where maybe we can attend that one. Kris, how's things going down there? You doing much fishing?
You know, we picked up this job recently, and it's been turned into a big project. And I've been working nights and weekends, and I think I got dust all over my fishing poles. I haven't been out fishing in about 3 weeks, I think.
Oh my, that's pretty unusual for you.
Yeah, I'm going to try to wrap this job up here pretty soon, and then I'm going to spend a good chunk of time fishing. I got to get out there in the water because Catfish Bill 66 and old Matt from Pittsburgh Bottom Feeders are going to be flying down here to fish with me right after 4th of July. So I got to make sure I know where them catfish are at before they get here.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun collaboration. I got some great ideas and what I want to do with them. And one of the things that you can do here at night is you can do some night fishing, and you can get in the water because it's warm. And so I'm going to get the float tubes out. I'm going to take them out at night in the dark and try to put them on some big blue cats and see what happens.
That'd be awesome. I have a question for you that I've been kind of waiting to visit with you about. And right now seems to be the perfect time. We know that you've started a guide service. How's that going down there?
You know, it's been going great. We started April 1st, and phone's been ringing. I teamed up with old Byron from Set the Hook Catfishing, and we just hit the ground running. And now we got people calling, and we take people out together, or sometimes he'll take people out by himself, or I'll take people out, and then I ask them if they want to be in a YouTube video, and so they get to be in a video if they want to. And it's just all around, it's just been tons of fun. I think the best part for me is helping people catch their personal best catfish and being a part of that whole thing and seeing the experience, the smiles on their faces and all that. Can't beat it.
Absolutely, man. There's not much better than taking somebody out that used to catching channel cat in the 4 to 5 pound range and putting them on a 20, 30 or bigger fish. That really gets them excited.
Oh yeah, it's a blast. I'm so glad I started that, and I'm hoping to slowly transition into more guiding and less swinging a hammer.
Yeah, I can understand that. Maybe Doc would like to sneak out there one of these days and do a trip with you.
You guys come out?
The winter.
Cindy said in the winter, not in the summer.
Oh yeah, you guys come in the fall and the winter, or even in the early spring. And other than that, it's nothing but heat and wind.
Yeah, I don't like either one of them, but I can take the wind a lot better than I can take that heat. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to come fish with me anytime. You just make your way here, and I'll take care of the rest.
It's a little bit of a trip. That I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be dragging a boat down there unless you got a tournament going on.
We got boats. We got everything. You just hop on the plane and come on down.
That's one of the better ways of getting there, I'm thinking.
I'll pick you up at the airport.
About as close to New Mexico as I've been is Phoenix. So
about what, 6? I think that's about, well, for me, it's about 6 hours away, I think.
Are you closer to Texas?
Yeah, 45 minutes from El Paso, Texas.
Okay.
Well, we supposed to live then.
Yeah, I used to live down in West Texas, so down by San Angelo. So
okay.
I could have, but back in them days, I was busy racing cars and not catching catfish.
Hey, Matthew Miles wants to know, Kris, what is on your bucket list of your #1 fishing location?
Man, bucket list fishing locations. You know what? the more I meet people and the more I get to know different fishermen, I can't pick one. There's so many different places that I want to fish. One of them that as a kid, that I always wanted to fish, and just more so because I read about it in Fisherman magazine and stuff like that, was Lake Texoma, because I always heard there was monster catfish in there, and I wanted to go catch me one. But now that I've been on YouTube and I'm meeting people, man, I want to fish these big rivers. I want to fish these lakes, and so I just want to travel and fish as many different places as I can.
Well, if you get a hankering to go to the Mississippi or Missouri, let me know. We'll meet up and knock some out.
That sounds like fun to me.
I like them rivers, but I tell people all the time, all you got to do is give them the respect that they deserve and they earned, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I doubt if you've seen much current like you're going to see there.
Oh man, when I saw the Ohio for the first time, there's nothing like what I'm fishing. I mean, you've seen the little bitty river I fish, and It's just, yeah, you got to respect those kind of waters. I don't have to worry about trees sinking my boat. You know, the biggest thing in my river is my boat. And that's a 10-foot boat.
Well, then you got a bigger boat than that for the lake, don't you?
Oh yeah, I got it's an 89 Hurricane deck boat. It's a 19-footer. It holds about, it says 8 people, but I say about 5 or 6 comfortable.
Right. Yeah. Well, to be quite honest, if you're not comfortable in it, you probably got too many people in a boat. I don't care what size it is.
Right. Yep. I agree.
You guys have got questions for Kris. Now is the time. We got a bunch of stuff to go over tonight. So if you have any questions for him, let's get them.
They want to know what your personal best is.
What's that?
They want to know what your personal best is.
Personal best catfish is right under 50 pounds, just shy of 50 pounds.
It's a good fish anywhere in the world.
Yeah. So what I want to do tonight, guys, throughout the show, I want to. So obviously we're here for the giveaway, and the big giveaway is the fishing trip to come fish with me, or I'll go fish with you guys, depending on whatever the winner wants. I know some people may not want to travel or whatever the case may be, but I'm happy to go jump on a plane and or drive, depending on where you're located, and fish with you in your area. Or if you want to come see where I'm at, I'll buy you a ticket, fly you out here, and we'll go catch some fish. But what I was thinking we could do, guys, is I've got everybody in this jar right here, everybody who bought a flathead rod. So if you bought a flathead rod from me from the day of the conference to now, your name's in that jar. We took this book around, the Flathead Rod book. It's my little fishing rod Bible that we made. And anybody who bought a rod, their name went in there. And we put you in this drawing. If you bought 2 rods, you're in there twice. If you bought 10, you're in there 10 times. That's the way it works. What I was thinking we could do, guys, is I want to give away a hat. I want to give away a fishing rod, and then I want to give away the big trip. So I was thinking we could do 3 drawings throughout the show. What do you guys think?
That sounds great. I'll tell you what. Let's spin the RigRap Prize wheel right quick, and then we'll give away your hat. How's that?
That sounds like a plan.
All right. Let me get my page changed here. We're all loaded up on random.org. And Kris, if you will pick me out a number between 1 and 5.
Let's do 3.
1, 2, and 3. And the winner is Shannon Williams. And Cindy can grab up the old prize wheel and see if anybody can hear it tonight. And Shannon Williams, you win some Demon Dragons. If you would contact Captain Scott Manning at Tennessee River Monsters and tell them you won the prize on Catfish Weekly.
Uh-oh, where'd Lyle go? Kris, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know where Lyle went.
Uh-oh, we lost him, huh?
Yeah. He's still alive. He's still hooked you up because I'm pretty sure we're still alive. I can see it up in the corner here. But he is MIA.
Uh-oh, it's just you and me then.
Yeah. And those that are in chat. Everybody in chat, can you hear us?
All right. All right. Who threw me off? Who threw me out? What's up with that?
You don't even know what happened while you were gone.
No, I don't. When did it cut out?
You were there and then boom, you were gone.
Well, how far did we get?
We already gave away the
Demon
trip.
Dragons. Yeah. Yeah, we gave 2 fishing rods.
I don't know what happened. The camera just got turned off, and I had to go back and redo everything. So here I am back, and we're ready to go again.
Yeah, I don't think we lost any of the feed.
No, I thought I could hear you. Then all of a sudden, everything went dead. And I told Cindy, I said, "What happened?" But it doesn't matter. We're good now. So
Glenn says, "Show's over. You're too late."
Hey, Funk said the wheel took you out.
The wheel took me out. I thought I had it fixed. Maybe I fixed it too good.
Spun it a little too hard there, huh?
Something. Man, that chats are really a rocking.
Harley,
Yes, it is.
a 4-pack of your custom rods.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Well, I looked around to make sure that the dog didn't hit the cord with her tail because her tail is about as big around as my arm, and she's laying in the floor. So I don't know what happened, but everything's good.
Yeah, you disappeared, but it's, Chris and I, we just stayed right there with it. So.
Oh, heck yeah.
We knew you'd be back.
Sonny Parker says he ordered one of the new RigRap bags. That reminds me, while we're at it, right now, they have sold the devil out of those new Rig Pack 60s. So anybody that's needing one, they have a few left at the deal of $29.99 plus shipping, which is the regular price of the Rig Pack 60. And with that, you get a $24.95 combo and a 6-pack of sinker slides, easy sinker slides. So don't forget, if you're interested in the new bag, be sure to get a hold of Glenn at RigRap and get your pre-order in. You don't want to miss out on that. They're only doing 100, and there's not that many left to go.
Did you announce the winner? Who was the winner, Lyle? And there was Demon Dragons. I heard that.
It was Demon Dragon, and the winner was Shannon. What, honey?
Shannon Williams.
Shannon Williams.
Okay.
So Shannon, be sure to contact Scott Manning at Tennessee River Monsters, and he will get them sent out to you. You're going to love them, man. Mickey, I believe they're going to be here. I think Glenn told me in August.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Jerry's got
nice if it was sooner.
Texas. That's awesome. All right, Chris, how do you want to give away your hat?
Well, let's do it. I got a jar right here full of names. These are the guys that are all entered for the Flathead Rod fishing trip giveaway.
Awesome.
So I'll draw a name out of this jar, and whoever it is wins the hat. You guys ready?
We're ready, man.
All right,
That's
let's
a big
see.
jar.
Yeah. Matt Klinger is the winner of the hat.
All right.
If he's in chat, just message me. Otherwise, I got everybody's phone number and email address. I can get a hold of everybody, but I'm going to write it down here that you won the hat. Congratulations on that hat. This is the Muddy River Catfishing YouTube hat.
That's awesome, Chris. Good looking hat, too.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. That's outstanding.
Yeah, it's well built, too.
Oh, real quick, I saw something and caught my eye. They were talking about a video I did a while back called the One Bag Challenge. But more importantly, yakking with Sarah, I don't know if you guys have seen what she's up to now. She's going to do a tournament, but it's not your regular fishing tournament. It is a clean up your fishing spot tournament. So it's
trash tournament.
Yeah, trash tournament. She wants you guys to get out there and get a bag of trash and weigh it. And she's got all the details if you guys want to get a hold of her. But it's a pretty cool tournament. She's going to do it for the month of July, I believe. And there's a lot of people jumping on board, giving away prizes and helping sponsor her event. And I think it's a very, very good idea. And I hope we get people jumping on and participating. And even after the tournament's done, they just keep on cleaning up and just kind of get the ball rolling, get everybody to help and keep that environment nice and clean.
I agree, Kris. I think that is probably one of the most classy things that I've seen come out with people doing contests and stuff for a long time. And Sarah done a bang up job putting that together. I'm very proud of her for doing that. And it's kind of like our Fishing for Freedom tournament. You're not doing that for money. You're doing it to make the environment around where you fish better. And again, my hat's off to her for putting that together.
Junior Proctor wants to know, Kris, what is your go-to bait on the lake you fish?
Over here at Elephant Butte Lake, we use fresh cut gizzard shad, or we'll catch live bluegill, and fresh cut carp works great as well. Those are probably the main ones right there.
There's some more questions. I'm trying to get caught up here.
K-Bug Clark would like to know what your favorite rod is.
That would be the Flathead Rod by Muddy River Catfishing.
I kind of have a feeling that would be it.
And Michael Castillo want to know what made you want to make your rods, to do your own rods.
Okay, so quick story. I had been back in 2015. We had a major hailstorm come through here, and so I started doing a lot of roofing. And that's all I did. I'm a general contractor by trade, and we do everything from the ground up, inside and out. And I ended up doing roofing for 2 years straight, which needless to say is probably one of my least favorite things to do, but I was getting paid for it. So you go where the money's at. And I was saving money up. And one of the things that I learned a long time ago was you gotta have money to make money. And so I started saving up money. I wanted to invest in something. I wasn't sure what it was yet, but finally came up with the idea of maybe doing some rods. And I kind of went back and forth on that idea. And but I said, you know what better thing to invest in than myself? You got to believe in yourself and just take that jump. And I've told people before, I didn't know if people were going to like them. I didn't know if they were going to laugh at them and think they were a joke, or if they're going to take them seriously. And I just went for it. And I always said the worst case scenario is I never had to buy another rod again, and took them to the Catfish Conference. I debuted them there, and I got tons and tons of compliments, and people really liked them. And that's how I got into it. And I want to just start transitioning more to the fishing, and any way I can help the catfishing community as well, so I think that'll give me a little bit more capital to do the things that I want to do, like travel, meet people, meet the people that watch my videos and fish with them, and things like that, so if I can get something going like I did, then I have more time for everybody else, like my fans and my family and everybody. So long story short, yeah, that's why I did it.
Awesome.
They want to know the Blue Cat rod.
Blue Cat rod is I should be receiving the prototype I think at the end of July, and see what I think, if I like it, and if there's any changes that I need to make to it. But should be out, if all goes well, it should be out by probably maybe in time for Christmas, hopefully. It's going to be 7'6", medium heavy action. The color scheme's blue, white, and black, and I think people are going to like it.
Okay, how much do they sell for?
I haven't put a price on the Blue Cat rod yet. The Flathead rod is $79. Shipping usually runs about $25 each. If you want to buy more than one, just email me, because the way I have my website set up right now, it'll charge you $25 for each rod and shipping. I got to fix that. I haven't figured it out yet, but I can easily just do a PayPal deal and send them to you.
Okay, what's the state record flathead in New Mexico right now?
78 pounds. 78 pounder, and I think that was back in the 80s. It hadn't been broken in a while.
Big Muddy Catfishing wants to know, have you ever used bullheads?
You know, bullheads are illegal to use in New Mexico, so I haven't.
That's the first place I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, I've been asking Game and Fish, and I keep Game and Fish on their toes so much. I come at them with questions that they haven't even no clue what. There's not even anything in the rule books or anything. You know, they have to contact somebody else to find out. And one of them was bullhead, because I noticed that we don't even have a state record bullhead. And so then I was thinking, well, maybe they're not game fish, so maybe we could use them for bait. And then I talked to one, and he didn't know, and he asked somebody else, and they didn't know. Finally, they got back to me like months later, said, no, can't use them.
Yeah.
State record flathead.
Done already did.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. We ain't got anything else, Doc?
Maurice Kaysen wanted to know about a 10-foot bank rod.
That is going to be further down the line. I want to do a bank rod. I think there's a big demand for a bank style catfish rod, and I do already have a design in my mind that I'm going to work on. I just want to get with some of my fellow bank fishermen and get all the details worked out on that rod, but that probably won't be till maybe next year or so before I do that. But it is in the back burner for sure.
All right.
I'm trying to see if I missed anything in the chat. What is the biggest you have gotten while fishing in a fishing float?
In a float tube, maybe in the 20s. We went out one time and the float tubes at night, and we were catching some nice flatheads on them. And I think about a 20. I think we pull in a 20-pounder or so. That's a fun fight, I tell you. Catching a big catfish on a float tube, and he's pulling you around the water, and you're trying to fight him. You got to kick with the flippers to get leverage on him. It's interesting.
Dave Swaring wants to know, when are you coming to the Missouri River? Some big cats being caught here lately. 95, 109, 77, 85. Not mine, but have been caught.
Man, I'd love to get out there one of these days. Right now I'm just trying to plan trips as they come up. I know one that I'm working on. I've got a shipment of rods because right now we're sold out. I saved one for this giveaway, and what I'm trying to do is travel more, take my rods, take my shirts, hats, hoodies, and plan meet and greets. So I'll drive out to different states or different cities, do a meet and greet at a lake or a river where we can all fish and hang out. And whoever wants to buy rods and merchandise, they can do that. And then I'll supply food and stuff, and we can all hang out for the day and fish and tell stories and stuff. And so that being said, I just need to kind of make a travel calendar, I guess. The next one that I have in mind, if my rods come in, is Corpus Christi, Texas, first weekend of August, and San Antonio, Texas, on the way over there, probably last part of July. So if all goes well, I'll be out there shark fishing and on the surf, see how that goes.
Now, Kris, you're going to Mississippi River Monsters this year?
I'm not sure yet. It's kind of up in the air. I want to go. I'm undecided if we're going to be able to or not, and or if I should fly out there or drive out there. It's now that I have rods, it's a different story, because I used to be able to just pack a suitcase full of t-shirts and hats and hoodies and then jump on a plane, but now with all the rods, I gotta either ship them out there or drive out there, so it's kind of threw a little wrench in the game that I didn't expect. Same with the Catfish conference. My parents were nice enough to drive this last conference and take the trailer and drive out there with all the rods in it. But then my dad got back, he says, well, that's the last time. You're on your own now.
That's a pretty long haul.
Yeah, I don't blame him at all. And then I think he got a cold while he was driving out there. I felt so bad for him.
You know, Kris, I don't know how anybody could have got sick down there at that Catfish conference as much as it rained down there. My God, I never seen such rain.
I know, and there was so much flooding and everything, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. It was, you know, but you walked inside the building and everybody was smiling and happy, and they couldn't wait to see you and visit with you. It was a hoot. It always is. And great time is nice and toasty and dry in there. Yeah.
I tell people when you see me at the Catfish conference, it's a whole nother ball game. You know, people see me there and it's like, oh, wow, Kris Flores. I said, look me up at any other outdoor expo, and I'm sitting there and it's just crickets, and people walk by and I say, hey, have you ever heard of Muddy River Catfishing? Who? No, I never heard of you. What do you do? And I tell them, oh, we fish for catfish. Oh, catfish. I don't fish for those things. I like trout, or I like bass, or I'm like, oh, all right. But it's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah. It really. Hey, Doc, what do you say we spin the old RigRap Prize wheel again?
Sounds great.
Kris, you got another number in mind between 1 and 5?
My lucky number 5.
5 it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Brock Decker. Brock Decker from up in the northern part of our viewing area. Brock is the guy we had on here a while back that does the deal with the kids.
With the kids, yeah.
And Brock wins some Demon Dragons. We haven't had any Demon Dragons giveaway for some time, Doc, and Brock Decker wins another.
Now, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now Scott Manning getting hammered.
Scott Manning got it twice in one night. It happened to the Mud Bum Supply Shack here a while back. I really never, ever anticipated that somebody would be landed on twice in one night, but the Mud Bums got it, and now Captain Scott Manning has got it with his Demon Dragons. But, Brock, if you will contact Captain Scott Manning with Tennessee River Monsters, he will hook you up with some Demon Dragons. They're a great product, and you're really, really going to enjoy them.
So how you guys like them Demon Dragons?
Oh, I love them.
I love them, too. And I've said this a time or two, and I don't mean anything disrespectful, but in the current that we fish, if we are on the rivers, I don't know how much they can hear down there, but I know they can feel the vibration off of them, and I know that they float the bait up better than anything I've ever used, and they last forever. That's what I like about them. Now, when we're fishing the lakes and stuff, there's no current. So they got to be able to hear them, and, of course, our lakes are a lot more clear than the rivers are, so they could see them better, hear them better, everything. So, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I tell people a lot. There's a little controversy about it and stuff. And, when I tell people you could take it or leave it, but one thing that people don't realize is catfish have that kind of like sharks. They can sense things in the water. You know, they have that linear line that picks up on vibration and stuff. And one of the things that happens too is when the catfish strikes the bait, and you've got that rattle in there, it hits it. It feels that rattle, and it can trigger a reaction bite. You know, so if he taps it and he makes that rattle, he might come back and hit it again. I really think that it really does help a lot. Another thing too is when you're talking about color and stuff, catfish don't see like we do. You know, they have an imbalance of rods and cones in their eyes. I think it's more cones and rods, and it basically gives them like an actual cat night vision. So that's why they're so good at hunting in the dark. You know, they have those eyes where they can see, and then you mix all these senses together, their sight, their smell, they can taste the water, and then they feel vibration. You're just adding that extra dimension to your fishing experience, you know.
They're a great product, and Scott's done a really good job. I think he was sold out of them for a while, but he's back in business. I got some here a while back. I think Doc got some, and we're just thrilled with having him on here. Everybody likes them, and like I say, there's going to be controversy over any of the products that you use, but it's a lot less with what he's doing than so many of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's part of life.
It is. It really is.
You guys want to give a fishing rod away?
Hey, if you want to, or do you want to give the other? Did you say you had another prize to give away?
Yeah, fishing rod.
Oh, let's just.
I was thinking, why don't we give it, since everybody in this jar has a fishing rod from me, why don't we give it away to somebody in chat?
Okay, well, we can do that.
Just
give me a second, because there's a bunch of people that came in here in the last. Oh my Lord!
And I'm telling you, boys, the guys that didn't get in chat tonight, they're going to wish they had it.
All right, we'll get her loaded up. Reset. There we go. All right, Chris, give me a number from 1 to 5. Actually, you can give me a number from, oh, wow. 1 to 114.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's how many people are in the chat. So just give me a number, and I'll tell you who the winner is.
87.
87. Martin Boehm. Boehm. Martin.
Let me write that down here.
Congratulations, Martin.
And I see Twisted Fishing TV is in chat. You owe me an address. I got a hat for you, Twisted Fishing TV, from last week.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for that fishing rod donation and giving that away tonight on our show. That's an awesome gesture, and I know that Martin will love that rod. Hear a lot of good things about him, and he'll be happy to have it.
It's my pleasure. It's the least I can do for all these guys who support me through the past 6 years of making YouTube videos. And I'm going to send my email right here in chat. Martin, just send me your email. Or send me your mailing information. You know, all that stuff, so I can put it on your fishing rod and send it out. It's going to be a spinning rod, okay? So I hope you're okay with that.
I'm sure he will be fine with that.
Hey, Chris, give me another number, and I'll give away an offshore tackle hat.
From one of those 1 through 114?
Yep.
How about 43?
43 it is. Rod Wise. Rod Wise. W-I-S-E. Rod, get with Doc after the show. Give me your address, and I'll get you an offshore tackle hat out in the mail. Thanks for being in the chat.
We have a new thing come up that I just noticed. And we had a guy come up, made a derogatory comment, and it popped up on the side of our chat that I have the option of letting people see them. Most of the time they sneak in, and this one got deleted before anybody seen it. And the guy is now missing in action.
Pretty cool. I'm glad that something's being done about that. I remember one time I went to watch one of Luke Nichols' videos, and someone was in there just saying stuff, and I got on there and I started deleting or reporting every message that came up, and it was so much that I wasn't even able to watch the actual video for just policing his comments.
Yeah, I'm not going to tolerate that. None.
Yeah.
They don't have time for it. This not only do we not want to tolerate it for any reason, we got some pretty young kids that watch the show, and we don't want to lose them because of somebody like that.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely not. Well, I know that we got a bunch of stuff coming up that you're going to be at, and I know you're probably looking forward to getting around to the next Catfish Conference, which should be another great time.
Oh yeah, have you guys heard anything about where it might be this year?
No, I haven't heard anything.
I did talk to Hervé on the phone the other day, but I was going to have some stuff checked on my eyes, and I didn't get to visit with him too long because we was driving down the road. But they're getting ready to turn loose of some stuff. They got to be. It's getting too close time. It's kind of like George Young and Aaron Wheatley. The guys have been a little quiet this year compared to normal, but they got to start coming out with some stuff. Time is drawing near for these big tournaments, and for there's another one. And the Catfish Conference is stuff. We got to keep that out. You know, they got to get that information out so we can know what's going on, and people can make plans and get their vacations planned, and however else whatever else they got to do to be sure to get there.
Right. I was talking to Hervé and I was talking to Steve about maybe doing a second one over here closer to my side of the country, and they said it's something that they were looking into. It's just kind of hard to organize since they're so far away and stuff like that, but it would be cool to have something. I was telling Steve, either in Texas or maybe Arizona, or maybe close by you guys or something, maybe a second one would be awesome.
Douglas just jumped in here and said, we will be announcing something soon.
All right.
Thanks, Steve, for the update. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's great news.
Man, this chat is just screaming by.
It is, because I don't know how they type that stuff that fast, man.
Thanks for getting rid of Sally.
Yep, gone. Yep.
I've got about maybe an 8-second delay, so all I saw was delete, delete, delete.
Yeah, I'm not going to put up with that stuff.
I blocked it, so.
You did? Okay. Whatever we got to do, we're not going to put up with the kind of people.
Yeah, we got a lot of kids on this show that watch the show, and
not only that, Doc, the adults don't want to see that stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially me and you, we're too old for that crap anyhow.
I know it. Especially you.
Yeah, I know, man. Oh man, Kris, what's your next big event you're going to go to?
So I'm hoping my rods are in time, and then we're going to do a big meet and greet over there on the beach in Corpus Christi, Texas. And then on my way over there, I'm going to hope to organize one in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, nice.
So I think that'd be fun. Unfortunately, that's the same weekend as the Captain Mad Jacks that Steve hosts, and I'm actually thinking if my rods don't come in, I might just buy a ticket, hop on a plane, and go to the Mad Jacks and hang out. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that'll be a fun time too. Be some. What the heck? We never have this many of them clowns.
I know something. I don't know what the deal.
We're getting rid of them.
Steve Douglas, no, I will not be able to. Steve just asked if I could visit at the Captain Mad Jack's event in August. the weekend you picked is the weekend I take all my grandkids fishing. So on one day I have 5 of the girls, and then I have the twins on Saturday. So unfortunately, I had planned on coming down, but you hit the weekend that I got with my grandkids. So I'm very sorry about that.
Well, things happen.
Yeah, whisker sticks. We're going to have all of Taylorsville Lake glowing bright.
Oh, Tim's been doing big things with his whisker sticks. He's really grown and he's expanding, and he's doing good. Hats off to Tim.
Yeah, he's come out with them UVs. I need to get some of the UVs. I haven't got any of those. Try those out. I've got his original ones and then his second generation. So I need to get some of the UVs and try those out.
It's a great product. I remember when he first come to us, Doc, and I know you do too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tim's done wonderful things for not only the lights and himself personally, but he's done great things for our sport.
I was telling Tim it'd be cool if he came out with some kind of battery-operated bait light, you know, like the ones you put in and draw the shad in. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Another one.
The chat's going so fast, I can't hardly get rid of them quick enough.
Probably the same person, just using a different handle.
That's all they're doing, sign up under a different name. It used to be when we run this on our original Catfish Weekly site, I could ban them from getting on. I could get their IP address off of it, but I haven't figured out how to do that on YouTube yet. Because when I got a hold of that, I got rid of them completely. That took care of it. But
so what's the next event you guys are fishing?
Let's see. What have I got going? I think the next one I'm fishing is in August. First weekend in August with my grandkids.
We're talking about going to that St. Joe tournament. They haven't decided yet. Seen pictures of my live well today. I was really, really excited about that. It looks amazing. I can't wait to get it put in. So it's going to be really cool to get that in, get it all hooked up. But
we'll have that when we catch them 200 and some pound fish.
Yeah. But we've got a bunch of other stuff that we're looking at. Well, Cindy, I can't.
I'm getting them.
All right, you get them.
I can't imagine seeing you in a Chevy. I have trouble dealing with that.
I will promise you, you will not see me in a Chevy driving. I don't even like to drive my daughters. If I have to, sometimes I cover my face where nobody can tell it's me in one of them. Just not. People, when I say that, you guys don't understand that I worked as two General Motors dealership, was service manager for 5-division GM shop for a few years, and I seen some of the most ignorant stuff you ever seen in your life come across. Dashes fall out of brand new cars. People take them home, come back on a Monday, and the dash have one bolt holding the whole thing in. And, just crazy stuff. I was service manager for a Ford dealer too, but in 1979, there was 2 mechanics working at the dealership I worked at, and we was putting 4 and 5 camshafts a week in it, and both of us, and then trying to keep up the rest of us. So you can't get me in one no part of them.
Carl, it's got an 8-year-old granddaughter. Wow, where did that come? Hi, Anna.
I had to really watch this. I bet I find out how to get rid of them guys completely. I'll find out how to get their IP address, and they will be gone. I'm not going to tolerate that. But it is what it is. Wouldn't surprise me that I don't know who it is. But you never know.
So what do you guys think? You ready to give that fishing trip away?
Hey, man. Or if you're ready, we're ready.
What do the people in chat say? Are they ready?
Well, folks, what do you
Give me a second.
Bob Yates wants to know if James River is on your bucket list.
Now, you know, yeah, of course, I'd love to get out there. Oh, man. Like I said, there's just so many places now that I've expanded outside of my little ditch, as Steve calls it. There's so many places I want to fish. So I'm ready. I want to go with old Dieter and go fish his Lake Wiley, and up there with Steve and fish the Ohio, and up there with you guys. Man, I want to fish everywhere. As much fishing as I can do.
That'd be awesome. That'd be, you know, wouldn't it be the life if we could just do that instead of work? But, you know, that's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I tell people, you know, there's a lot of guys that come to me and they're starting out their YouTube channels, and they think that they're gonna, you know, just live off of YouTube. And, you know, it's sad to say that it's not a reality anymore. I mean, before, I guess it was easier to do, but for example, I work 40 plus hours a week, and then I go and I still do my filming and editing and uploading, and I mean, I'm nowhere near living off of YouTube at all, but it does help pay for some trips and some extra t-shirts and stuff like that. But look at it as something you're going to do because you want to do it, and the money that comes in, whatever it may be, is just extra that's going to help you put gas in your tank or do whatever you want to do. But don't think that you're going to live off of it.
Oh, no. You know, Chris, I think Sarah's gouging at you a little bit. She said only special people get to fish with Dieter. See you tomorrow.
Ah, she says that because she's going fishing with Dieter.
That's exactly right. You know,
yeah,
that's going to be a good show when he does that. I think they'll have a great time.
I think my hair's not long enough. That's what it is.
Well, you know, you can always reach up there and whack off some of Dieter's and tie it on your cap.
If you can't get a perm, then you can't fish with Dieter. I guess that's what it is, huh?
I'm in trouble, Doc. I don't see ever being no perm in my hair.
I don't have enough hair to make a perm.
No, me either.
All right, guys. I tell you what, these guys have been waiting long enough. Why don't we give this trip away?
All right, let's do it.
So one more time, guys. Whoever the lucky winner may be, it's up to you. If you want me to fly out there or drive out there, fish with you, spend a weekend there and fish your home waters, or if you want me to buy you a plane ticket, I'll fly you out here to El Paso, Texas. I'll pick you up personally at the airport, bring you down here, put you up in a hotel, take you out fishing for the weekend, anywhere you want to go, and as much fishing as you want to do.
Chris, that's a hell of a deal, man.
You can't beat that. That's pretty awesome.
It's just my way of showing my appreciation for the people who believed in me. I mean, going to the Catfish conference, they could have bought any rod they wanted. There was Tangling with Catfish there. There's Big Cat Fever. All these guys are there, and they chose me, and that says a lot to me. That means a lot to me. So in return, this is what I want to do for the people who support me.
That's awesome, man.
All right. You guys ready?
We are. Hey, there's my name has been in there, Doc.
Here we go, guys. Lucky winner is right here. Lucky winner is Jeremiah Menz, M-E-N-Z. If you could see that. Jeremiah Menz. Congratulations, man. Thank you for your support. Thank all of you for your support. And I'll get in contact with you if you're not in chat. I have your phone number here. And we'll get this set up and we'll go do some fishing together.
Man, what a deal. That guy's going to have a blast with you. No doubt about it.
Let us know how that goes.
Oh, I'm sure I'll have video of it.
Be looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. And if, like I said, either if they want to come here or they want me to go there, either way, we're going to have a good old time.
Dieter Peter says that's him. That's me. We know that's not the case. Peter. Man, oh man. Man, congratulations to Jeremiah again. That's a heck of a deal. You're going to have a blast with Kris, and I can't wait to see the video on that.
Yep. Well, I'll call him up after this, and we'll get everything set up, see when he wants to do it, and make it happen.
Good deal.
Outstanding. That's outstanding. Awesome. Well, Kris, we've had a ball having you on here tonight, and we want to thank you for doing your giveaway on Catfish Weekly. I know there was a lot of people anxious to see it, hear it, and visit with you about your rods and different things. So thank you guys so much for coming on here and sharing the evening with Doc and I.
Thank you guys for having me, and thank everybody for supporting me and jumping on. And if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to Catfish Weekly. These guys, they have a ton of great shows, a lot of knowledge, and go back and watch some of the older videos. You'll learn a lot. They have special guests all the time who are just professional fishermen sharing all the tips and tricks and secrets, and it's helped me a lot. So hopefully it'll help you guys.
Mickey Holland wants to know what kind of reels you use, Kris.
You know, guys, I kind of been messing around with that new PC Fun reels. Have you seen those? That's a fairly new company that came out, I think, about 3 years ago, and I bought one for the simple fact that it was black and green and it matched my fishing pole, and it's, you know, it was a reasonable price. So I bought it was a spinning model. I think it's the Viper, and I messed around with that, and I really liked it. It handled fish well. It has a little bit more drag than the pin reels I was using, so I thought that was pretty cool. Then I bought their bait caster model. It's the Chaos 60. And that one I like because it's blue and black. It's going to look beautiful on the Blue Cat rod. And I test that one out. We caught some 30-pounders on it. It handled like the champ, cast real nice. So I think I'm going to start transitioning to those rods. I mean, those reels, just because they're cost efficient. I can use them on my guided trips, and if one gets banged up, it's not going to cost an arm and a leg to replace.
I don't know where you're at with that, Cindy. I got to find it. We got another question in here I'm looking for. Oh, are you going to come out with a 7'6" flathead rod?
Maybe down the line. Like I said, it's a lot of money to invest into these rods. So the first one is the 7 foot, is the flathead rod. It's probably going to stay like that for a little while. I'm going to have a 7'6", but it's going to be a Blue Cat rod, and then I'll later down the road, I'll probably look at a 10 or 12 foot bank rod.
Okay. And Austin wants to know if you're out of rods currently, and if so, when will you have them back in stock?
We are 100% sold out of rods. That's part of the reason I'm doing this giveaway. Is my first order, I promised when I sold out I'd do this fishing trip giveaway. So we sold out, and I'm expecting rods maybe towards the end of July.
Awesome. Now guys, of those of you that don't understand how this works, you order these, and they have to be made and then sent to Kris before he ever gets his hands on them to distribute them out. So all this takes time, and of course, Kris, you didn't have no idea what kind of numbers you was going to be selling when you ordered them, I'm sure.
Right. I put like I said, I did all them roofing jobs. I saved up $10,000, and I got a hold of this company in California. I said, look, I want to make a rod. Let's do this. Let's do that. Make it like this. I got $10,000. How many can I buy? And that's what we did.
Well, that's outstanding.
Yeah.
Well, just hang on. If you guys want them Blue Cat rods, they're on their way, so just take care.
I saw a post. Oh, Dennis Mayo. If anyone snags a custom black and orange rod with a pin fathom just south of downtown St. Louis, I would appreciate it if you would call me. Yeah. Mine is at the bottom of the river.
He lost one. I seen that the other day.
Oh, man.
I kind of felt bad for him there. Yeah, I've had that happen to myself a time or two, so I'm very familiar with what that feels like. And it's not that good. I had one in a boat that we lost a couple of years ago in a tournament that I only got to use once.
With the reel.
Reel, rod.
A couple of years ago, I almost lost my bumping rod,
I remember that day.
as you well know. And this old fat boy moved pretty quick going across the top of that motor to get it too.
I'm telling you, it was a sight to behold. I wished I'd have had my camera on then. But it is what it is. That's part of the deal.
Yeah, never relax when you're bumping.
That's exactly right. If the minute that you don't, they'll snatch that baby right away from you.
Yeah.
Had a story like that happen to Byron one time. He was out fishing. Before he had this big boat, he had a smaller aluminum boat, and he had put some monster rod holders on it. But he didn't use the right bolts. He just kind of screwed it on, I guess. And he had this blue cat hit, and it doubled his rod over, and it just popped the rod holder off the boat, and the whole rod holder and everything went under. And so he got a treble hook, and he dragged trying to find his rod. He couldn't find it. And as he was loading up, his buddy came in, and he was putting in, and he tells him, "Hey, if you're gonna be dragging out there, go over here in this area, and if you find a rod, give me a call, because I just lost it." So the guy goes out there, and believe it or not, he caught the rod, and he pulled it up. It still had a catfish on it.
Wow, what a deal.
Oh, man, that's pretty good.
That's crazy. Man, oh, man. Yeah, I've lost them and got them back, but I've also lost them and not got them back. And the last one I lost, we didn't even know it was gone out of the boat. I got to looking for it, and it was SOL.
Yeah. I remember watching John Allen and Rusty on a boat, and a pole disappear, and they're looking around to see where it was at. That was on a video.
Yep. And it happens. I mean, it's just the way it is. So you just got to be careful. And that's one thing about a good rod holder. If you get them in there, and if you're moving, make sure that you put it far enough in. It's not going to bounce out when you hit rough water.
Yeah.
Things happen. Well, Kris, thank you again for being on with us. If time, just, like you did this time, get a hold of us. We're more than happy to have you on the show with us. We had a great time with you tonight, and I know everybody watching had a great time too.
Well, thanks again for having me, guys. I appreciate it very much.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Yep. Thanks again, Kris.
You folks have a great evening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Sounds
All
great.
right about it. Thanks again.
Bye.
Man, what a great deal that was, giving away that trip, man. Somebody got a heck of a deal on that, Doc.
Yeah, that was pretty good. You don't see that very often.
No, that's one of the better giveaways that I've seen over the years. We've seen a lot of them, but that was a great one. Either go down and fish with Kris, or he'll come to you. That's a heck of a deal, and I know Jeremiah and him is going to have a great time.
Yep. Hey, everybody seen that Catfish Insider that's come out? A lot of the people that we interview are in this magazine for this month.
I've seen parts of it, but I want to remind
you good information
to go to catfishweekly.com and sign up for the special deals and offers in the upper right-hand corner of our website. There's going to be a bunch of stuff coming up on there pretty soon, so be sure to do that while you are signing up for the spin on the RigRap Prize wheel for next week's show. And Doc?
Yeah, because people are still going to Facebook saying, sign me up. You have to go to catfishweekly.com to get signed up.
And Doc, I'm going to go over why we done it this way. For those of people that don't know, I was spending 2-3 days a week doing nothing but signing people up. And, I've got to be able to do stuff other than sign people up for a spin at the RigRap Prize wheel. And this way we can just copy and paste them all, because when you get 300 or 400 or 500, 600 of them signing up a week, and you got to copy and paste each and every one of them and put them on a list, it just got to be too much. And I wasn't getting anything done at all. So that's why we went to this format. I know some people doesn't like it, but it it's 2, 3, 4 days a week. I didn't get anything done besides that. And that's just too much. And we want to continue the giveaways and continue the RigRap Prize Wheel. So that's why it's done that way. So just run over there and do it. And for all of you that's watching the show tonight, thank you for the likes. We're at 98. We appreciate that. And if you can, like and subscribe. It's going to be a fun thing. And we're not done yet, Doc.
Nope.
So
what's this? Matthew Drake.
Matthew Drake.
Lyle Drake. Don't forget, y'all still have a rod to give away.
We have forgot. And, you know.
Oh, that's right.
Let's go ahead and do Doc's tip of the week.
Okay, Doc's tip of the week. Now, for the most part, I fish. I don't fish alone, but sometimes I do. One of the issues that we have here in Ohio is they don't like you to be on the docks very long. And I've come up with a method that works well for me, and it just might work well for somebody out there. I like to launch my boat, then I'll go park my truck, and I'll come back. Now, generally what I used to do was this. I don't know if you can see that, but I would have a rope here on the stern and one on the bow, and that's how I used to tie up the boat. And then when I come back, I'd have to do the one or the other. And if the wind was blowing, you know, it would start rotating the boat, whichever line I let off. So it became an issue. Now, what I've come up with is now I've gone to a single rope, but it's right here in the middle. Now, when you lash that down, if the wind blows here on the bow, the stern is going to keep it from moving around on you. If it blows on the stern, the bow is going to keep it from moving around on you. So this works real well for me. And if you got the fender bumpers that you put on the sides with the single rope, you can get in the boat and then you can grab the rope, you can pull it, and you're done. So that's Doc's tip of the night.
That's a great tip, Doc. Still, don't forget to use your bumpers, though.
Yeah, well, my boats are beat up. It's beyond help now.
All right, guys. We have 2,500 subscribers here a few weeks ago, and we was waiting till this week to do the giveaway for it. And the reason we was waiting till this week was this is the anniversary of our 4th year of Catfish Weekly. And, to a lot of people, that's not a major deal. To me and Doc and Cindy and everybody that's been involved with Catfish Weekly over the years, that's a major deal. I don't know how that compares to other people that does live shows like we do, but for us, it's a pretty amazing feat, and we've had a great time doing it, and hope to continue on for years to come. But getting 2,500 subscribers from YouTube is a major deal. And
that's very cool.
It is. Now, to get those names is nearly impossible because some people hide them to where they join and subscribe, but they don't use their name, or they keep it hidden where I can't see it. Therefore, I can't use those guys. And we didn't go over the 2,500 mark, although now we're up at, 80 over that or something in the last couple of weeks. So you got to contact YouTube and make sure that you get all of them. And they're very hesitant to give you those names. But if you bear down on them, they will do that. But it's an issue. But of our 2,500 subscribers, we loaded them up on random.org. And we spun the the random.org deal, and the first name that come up is Doug S536. Now I don't know who that is, but that is the information on their subscription to Catfish Weekly. They subscribed like 6 or 8 months ago, something like that. I looked them up, and that's the information I got. We're going to do another giveaway at 5,000, but it'll be done a different way. You'll have to be a subscriber, but we're not going to go through this to get something to give away to people. because it's a major deal. And then some of the people that are subscribed, you can't get them because they don't give you the information. There's no contact. If you're not using your name or a deal, or if you hide it, then you're not even in it. So we're going to do it a different way next time. But that's what we said we was going to do, and that's what we done. So if anyone knows, or if he watches the show or is in chat, the name is Doug S536. Is a subscriber that popped up on one turn of the random.org. So anybody that knows him, or if you're watching, please contact us after the show, and you are the winner of the Catfish Rod. And I can't think of too much else that we have going at this point. That was a pretty cool show with Kris Flores.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah. Isn't that Dieter?
Oh, we had a blast in Quincy. Glad you guys was up there.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the Rig Pack 60 box. Very few of those left. If you're interested in getting that and getting around $58 worth of stuff for $29 plus shipping, get a hold of Glenn at RigRap.com and be sure to get that done. I think that's it, Doc.
Yeah, I'm looking at chat real quick. Dieter goes, I swear, Lyle said Dieter Melhorn was the winner.
Be sure to go to catfishweekly.com to sign up for our giveaways for next week on the RigRap Prize Wheel game. We appreciate everybody watching the show tonight. We had a great time and give away a bunch of stuff. Dustin Fall, just contact me. We'll gladly set that up and knock it out of the park.
Hey, send me pictures of the live well.
I will. I'm very happy to.
Who we got on the show next week?
Don't think that we had to cancel, and I've got to pick somebody up for next week. So I will let everybody know this week.
All right, sounds good. If not, you got Doc and Lyle be here, and Cindy.
Yep, that's exactly right. And we will have a show regardless, and we'll have a great time. Huge. What? Oh. Got a little delay there. I just now seen your hand. Crazy enough.
Oh, huge. $800 worth. Ooh, Dustin.
Wow.
Nice. Dustin and I have been talking about this for a while, so you guys like these big giveaways. We got a good one coming up, and you're going to like it. Trust me, you're really going to like it. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, for Doc Lang, Cindy Stokes, I'm Lyle Stokes. Thanks for watching Catfish Weekly. See you next Monday night, 7 Central.
Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it.